Hi, I'm Energy Healer Steve, back with you again. And it's been a while since I did a video, so today I wanted to talk about sciatica. Sciatica is a type of back pain where the lumbar vertebrae, usually there's the fifth lumbar vertebrae, which is like just above the butt, that vertebrae gets pulled out with a spasm in the lower back. And then what happens often is that you'll have a pinched nerve where the muscles will sort of like pull that vertebrae out and then clamp on that sciatic nerve. And it's often in the butt muscles where that sciatic nerve gets kind of pinched. And so you can have pain in your butt, or that pain can go all the way down to your feet. And some people get electric shocks down their legs. Some people have a general sense of pain down their leg, or sometimes there's numbness and tingling. It can vary depending on where the nerve is being pinched and how severe it's being pinched. So that's kind of the general background with sciatica. If you have it, it's one of the worst pains ever. It kind of feels like a toothache in your back. It's just a really horrible pain. And so the good news, though, is that cold laser therapy is really great for relieving the spasms in the muscles that are pulling everything out of alignment in the lower back. So what you would do with a laser, and by the way, this is the LTP 100 IR cold laser that's on our website. So what you would do with your laser, if this were your lower back, is you would go right up against, if this were like the lumbar L5 vertebrae, which is kind of that really, that part of your back that's just above the butt. So you just go back and forth real slow over that area and kind of poke around with your fingers and just feel for all the areas that are like trigger points for pain, right? And then just go, and maybe do like a 10-minute treatment over your lower back. And then you want to, if this were the butt, you would go over the side of the butt cheeks where you've got the spasm in in the muscles surrounding the sciatic nerve. So the idea is to release the lower back pain and then all the muscles in the butt. It could be both sides, but usually it's on one side. So you'll be able to tell which leg, just by which leg you've got pain in, or, which side of your butt you've got pain. And you just go back and forth, maybe do a 5 or 10 minute treatment on that area. And most people feel a sense of relief after doing a laser treatment. And it might take several treatments if you've been locked up for a very long time. I mean, there are people that have been in pain with this type of thing for months. So, with that type of thing, if you were going for treatments at a laser practitioner, they would tell you to come in for 8 to 12 treatments, something like that, and it'd be a package deal. And, you'd pay so much per treatment. But if you've got your own laser, you can do as much treatment on your lower back as you need to until it's relieved. And so after you do a bunch of treatments, what I recommend doing is kind of twist. If you're seated, kind of keep your hips anchored, and then turn as far as you can to the right, and then turn as far as you can to the left. And if it's loose enough, you might hear that lumbar vertebrae just kind of move back into place or pop back in. And usually that does it. That does the trick. And a lot of people feel really good after that. The other part of sciatica, which is kind of going down the rabbit hole a little bit for you guys that are, think that your pain is completely disconnected from your emotions. Well, some people in the healing arts say that pain in the lower back comes from a feeling of not being supported, either in a relationship or maybe just spiritually. I kind of have experienced that myself. So if you're feeling like there's an emotion connected to the lower back pain, usually it's like fear or feeling unsupported. So you can clear those emotions pretty easily just by doing cold laser acupuncture on the acupuncture points on the sides of the fingers. So you kind of focus on this feeling of fear or this feeling of being unsupported as you're doing the points. And if that emotion is kind of, when you think about your back pain and you kind of feel triggered with those emotions, this will clear those emotions usually within 5 or 10 minutes. So this is something else that you can do with the emotional component of the pain. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. It's not the hardest thing to treat, but if you're suffering with it, I understand. I've had it myself. So if you have any other questions, I'll post my number and my email and all that kind of stuff underneath the video, and contact me if you need any further coaching. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.